Deebo Samuel. I have coached football for a very long time. I have played football for a very long time in my life. And I talked about how Deebo Samuel's worst game of his career was against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And how, yeah, he was injured and played through it, and that's great and admirable, but like, dude just laid an egg. You're sick. You're sick. Now, sickness and illness is a real thing, and that happens. I understand that. But if you're sick, don't fucking stand on the sidelines and cheer on your team. Get your ass inside and get whatever you need, because if you're sick but not sick enough to stand out there, put your damn helmet on, be a decoy. Do something. Like, I'm sorry. Again, coach here, coach here. Like, people would be like, "Oh, I'm sick. I'm not going to school today, but I'm going to play in the game tonight, coach." No, you're not. If you're too sick to sit inside a classroom, you're too sick to play. You either go to school or you don't play. And if you are too sick to be out, like, you're not going to come stand on the sidelines if you're sick. You've got to show up. You got to show up. So which one is it? Are you too sick to play? Then why are you on the sidelines in the sun, standing up on your feet? No, no, no. That's not sick. Like, you either need to be in a freaking hospital bed or you need to be out there fighting with your brothers. Period. That's all there is to it. Like, and I understand a lot of people are going to completely disagree with me on this. And this is coming from a coaching perspective. I'm sorry. That's some soft as baby shit type stuff. Like, I understand. He probably not feeling good, throwing up, diarrhea, don't care. Are you you can stand up on the sidelines? Then get your ass out there. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not a person of compassion. You're one or the other. You're either sick and you need to go to the hospital, or you're playing football. Those are the only two things. That's it. Everybody is out. Juwan Jennings is out. Ayuk's broken in half, and people are like, "Well, he tried to go. That's kind of cool." And what was cool, but then to see him just chilling on the sidelines, just hanging out. No, 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 no. If you can do that, put your damn helmet on and get out there. Period. 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 I'm not saying players shouldn't do podcasts. I'm not saying players shouldn't hold out for contracts. I'm not saying any of those things. I am saying when you do all of those things, you invite criticism. You invite that in. You do. You brought that on yourself. Period. That's what I am saying. And so I'm with you, Slick. Like, yeah, doing a podcast ain't a bad thing. I don't care if it's in season. Like, the amount of time that you are with the team and working out and training, everybody needs downtime. And people go out and getting their money. I love all those things. But don't talk trash. And that's another thing that bothers me is your biggest freaking game that you've had of your career, the Super Bowl, you laid an egg. And as soon as that team comes back into your house, I'm sick, coach. Sick. I'm not saying he's not sick. I know he's sick. But you can't stand on the sideline if you're sick. I'm sorry. Get your ass inside. Get your Pedialyte. Do what you got to do. Like, figure that out. That ain't it, man. It's life or death, and it should be treated as such. You're getting paid millions of dollars. And again, if he wasn't staying on the sidelines the whole damn game, I would not be feeling this way. But every time they showed him on the sidelines, man, I was just furious. How could you possibly be a man and watch your teammates going through what they're going through and just stand there and cheer and clap? I'm mad. Jose, John cuss, my ears hurt. Yeah, therapy and celebration sessions. Sorry, I'm going to let the cuss words go because I'm upset and you should be upset. Like, this is our team. Yeah, I say our team. I say we whenever I say 49ers. We literally pay all the stuff that builds that thing. Yes, we. Right here, AJ totally agreed about being on the sidelines. Yeah, I like the John Cuss. I do like that one. Why be active if you're sick? Yeah, you could have called up. You could have said, like, if Deebo can't go, he didn't do any of the warm-ups. They announced all the promotions. So, 24 hours in advance. So maybe it's a 24-hour bug. 24-hour bug? That's going to keep you out of a game? Really? Diarrhea? Like, freaking come on, man. Take some Imodiums, take some Pedialyte, let it out. Freaking Dumb and Dumber that stuff in the toilet. Get back out there. Like, you do what you got to do. Like, that cannot. Oh man, yeah, yeah. Right here, this goes into my psyche, my who, what sports are. AJ expected a Jordan flu game out of him. Players get sick all the time. Players don't get sick all the time and stand on the sidelines. That man. Whew. Laura, Deebo spends more time on the bench than a cheerleader. He wouldn't even sit down. That dude standing up like a cheerleader. Deebo would rather podcast. I love this, man. And probably my biggest Kyle Shanahan critique, okay? And Kyle deserves blame for this game. He cannot score points against the Chiefs. He can't do it. 18, 17, 19. Like, no, he can't do it. My biggest Shanahan critique is why the hell is number 10 still playing for this team? When somebody has continuously showed you who they are, that they cannot be counted on, and that interception for Purdy, Brock Purdy sucked today. Again, Brock Purdy's worst game, I think, since he's played in the NFL. That interception on the out route to Ronnie Bell wasn't on Ronnie Bell. And I'm sure Shanahan's going to go out there and say, it wasn't really on anybody. It was a miscommunication, or what. He might throw Purdy under the bus to protect Ronnie Bell. Ronnie Bell has evidence damning against Kyle Shanahan. I don't know how. That was 100% on Ronnie Bell. Like, you don't run a comeback route. Like, how often do the 49ers wide receivers run comeback routes to the sidelines? We don't. We run out routes. Why? That's Brock Purdy's favorite route to throw all the time. We always run out routes. We run comebacks in the middle of the field. We don't run comebacks very often on outbreaking routes. We just don't. And on that play in particular, you were not supposed to. Once the film comes out, we'll break down every single play, the49ersrush.com and our Patreon. Best way to support the show. And I'll show you why. I'll literally show you this is why you don't do this. You fade into the cornerback. Whenever the quarterback is playing deep, you play into. You don't come back on that. He was throwing it before the break. Ronnie Bell's terrible. Ronnie Bell's going to Ronnie Bell, okay? I don't blame Ronnie Bell for being Ronnie Bell. He's scared of the lights, can't show up in primetime moments. He's terrified of being part of a football team in pressure situations. He's a practice squad player only. That's Ronnie Bell. Not his fault. It is Kyle Shanahan's fault. How many times, how many games do you have to lose before you understand who number 10 is? How many games? How many games? It cost you games last season, cost you games this season. That was the defining moment of this football game. You are driving to take the lead. Or a tie, whatever. And like, you've got all the time in the world, like 14 minutes left in the fourth. Runs the wrong route. And so then it's like, okay, maybe Kyle Shanahan figures it out. Nope. Sends number 10 out there the very next season or the very next series. Meanwhile, Jacob Cowan's sitting on the damn bench. Sitting on the bench. Just sitting out there with Deebo, watching number 10 play. Really? We got Jacob Cowan, who is a legitimate NFL wide receiver, the biggest play today, sitting watching Ronnie Bell play. That's in the script, huh? That's what we're doing. And then even after Jacob Cowan had his huge catch, biggest play of the day for the 49ers offensively, terrible pass from Brock Purdy. It's a good pass. He had pressure, but if you lead him the ball, it's a touchdown. We had a bonus bet, like $2 on Jacob Cowan scored a touchdown. Should have happened. But even after Cowan made that huge catch, biggest play of the day, guess what? Kyle Shanahan benches him 3 straight plays, Ronnie Bell in his spot. 3 straight plays in the goal line. What? Like, I get it. Okay, hey, I just ran a deep route and burnt my guy by 15 yards. Had to come back because it was a bad pass. Still secured the catch. Coach, let me hop out, get a breather. Then I'll jump back in. No. You stay on the sidelines. 4th round pick this year who's been consistently good. We need to get number 10 in there for not 1 play, not 2 plays, all 3 plays in the red zone. Because Ronnie Bell is that crucial to our success, and he's done so many positive things for the 49ers in his career. I understand you just had the biggest play of the game. I get that. Jacob Cowan, I understand. But you got to wait. We got to get this madman number 10 in there, baby, because, yeah, Ronnie Bell and the Michigan Wolverines, they coming for you. They're going to change everything. Wrong. Now, that is why, that's my number 1 critique of Shanahan. What the hell? Why is number 10 in there? Why? I, like, I cannot understand any reason. None. Oh, he could block well. I don't care. Let him block Deebo on the sidelines. Let him hang out on the sidelines because that dude should not be playing football for the 49ers. You're either coaching it or you're letting it happen. You're either coaching it or you're letting it happen.
Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.